Tonight on the Fanatic Forum, we are live from Clobberin Comics Shepherdsville. I'll give you guys an exclusive tour. We'll talk to Clinton, the owner, and all kinds of cool stuff. Plus, graded comics people, we have a very special surprise for you guys here. And we'll do all that and more right after this. Happy Friday and welcome to Fanatic Forum. I'm your Fanatic and host, George Buehler. Hope everybody's having a great week so far here. We are live at Clobberin Comics Shepherdsville here in the Conestoga Springs Shopping Center here in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. For anybody who needs to know where that is, that's literally right across the street from the Walmart. You can't miss it because that's a major, major spot here in Shepherdsville. But nonetheless, it's great to be here. We're going to definitely take a look at new comics this week and let you guys know what I think about some of that stuff. We'll take a tour around the shop here. We'll talk to the owner, Clinton Dalton, and basically, kind of see what's going on with his shop, what he's into, sort of things like that. So all kinds of good stuff. So again, hope you guys are having a great week so far. Let's see here. Hey, Ryan Permission's on the show here saying, hey, you guys, good to see you, sir, and sharing it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you sharing it, man. So, Ryan's asking, is that Superman box of comics $10? Yes, it is. I keep joking with Ryan that in Kentucky, apparently no one buys Superman comics. No one cares about Superman, and that is a fact. I mean, this is not a Superman area. We like our Batman, if you're a DC fan. We like our anti-heroes and almost villainous characters and whatnot. But Superman's not a very popular dude. So I've joked around at the Elizabethtown shop at Clobberin Comics where I work. We have long boxes on long boxes on long boxes of Superman comics. And that's not the stuff we have on the sales floor. That's stuff we have in storage that isn't even processed yet. So the 90s were not kind to Superman. Even though they killed him and drove up sales for about a month, it was not kind to Superman. So the longevity sort of thing like that. So basically, people are not collecting as many Superman back issues. But apparently, Ryan Permission really wants him some Superman back issues. And I told him I'd hook him up with a long box of back issues if he really wanted them. So, and Ryan's saying, congratulations on the second location. Happy for you all. Yes. So this is the second location here for Clobberin Comics here in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. They've been open for about a month now. So, but actually, let's not just talk to me about it. Let's bring on the owner here, Clinton Dalton. Come on down, sir.
George, how you doing?
I'm good, sir. You can come on down over this side here.
Hey, thank you for having me on.
You're very welcome. So, again, you've been open for about a month now, right?
A month tomorrow, yeah.
Nice. So, tell us a little bit about the shop here. So, what all do you have to offer that kind of differentiates you from the Elizabethtown store?
Well, so actually, we're trying to be a lot like the Elizabethtown store. So the layout is similar, the feel is similar, the art is similar. So it's just me. I'm way better, right?
That's very nice. I'm going to drop my earpiece here. But yeah, I mean, of course, what I see from definitely here, and we'll show this around a little bit when we go around the store here. You have got a lot of Godzilla toys. Here.
So I did. I claim to have the largest collection of Godzilla stuff in Kentucky. Yeah. So I bought a collection that was upwards of 20 boxes.
Wow.
And so the gentleman who purchased them would go to Japan. And I actually have here, I'll show you something really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of this stuff.
Actually, hang on. Let me bring up the Fanatic cam here.
Bring it a little high tech here.
So a lot of this stuff still has like the yen price tags on it. Like he for real would go to Japan and snatch his stuff up and bring it back. So I have a lot of stuff that when you look it up on eBay, it's like only one available, ships from Japan. So yeah, we are kaiju crazy. with almost every DVD of Godzilla or Mothra ever made. I got him in the back.
Okay.
But yeah.
That is awesome. And Clobberin Comics says Clinton doesn't have pants.
Nobody knows.
Oh my God. Yeah, let's bring this up here.
Okay. Couldn't resist that one. So yeah. Yeah, so that is awesome though. You've got like just so much Godzilla toys around here. So yeah, so anyone that's a kaiju fan, all kinds of toys, every kaiju is pretty much represented, you guys, with your collection there. DVDs, Blu-rays, all kinds of good stuff here.
Lucy's.
Oh yeah. Here it's
Yeah, it's so silly.
This is just a box of loose kaiju. This man, it's so crazy how much we have. Ankylosaurus, Mechagodzilla, just good stuff. A lot of Toho stuff, a lot of Subi stuff for all you kaiju lovers. Yeah,
Here's
got some dioramas. Oh wait, and I'll tell you what, the piece de la resistance. So I'll break this out of the box real quick.
oh, hang on.
So this is a first gen Shogun Warriors Godzilla. So very rarely do you see them. They still have the working flaming tongue.
Oh my gosh.
And the fist still shoots. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
And tail and feet. So yeah, that is one that I am super excited to have in the store. That's what I'm about.
That is amazing.
Yeah, but all working, all complete. Hooray. And it smells like 1977 too, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, nice and musty there. So good God, that is so cool.
Isn't that awesome?
That is really awesome here.
Takes you back.
Okay. Oh, we got a few. It's earlier to your comment. The Clinton doesn't have pants on. Clobberin Comics says he pulled a reverse Ricky Bobby and got him on real quick. Oh Lord, here. And Ryan wants to see this place MTV Cribs style. So, and the lovely wife Michelle, Mrs. Fanatic, she's popped on as well to say hello. So, and people are saying hello to Michelle in the chats here. Look at that. Marianne's on here saying hello. Good to see you, Marianne. So, gosh, yeah. Let's take a little look around the store here, shall we? So let me bring up one.
Okay. Here we get to the comments here. Yeah, the wife does make an appearance here. Amazing. So let's see here. Why is my camera out of focus here slightly? Anyway, so yeah, of course, this is your wall of goodness here.
Premium issue one. I challenge you to a game of name that key. You spot a key, you name one, and I'll spot a key and I'll name one.
Okay, let's see here. So, I mean, this is not much of a challenge here because this is the first West Coast Avengers here. So that's the first appearance of the West Coast Avengers in their 4-issue limited series, which would then later on go to a regular series as well. So,
hey, if you drop down one, you have the first cover appearance of America Chavez.
Oh, yes.
In the 616.
Yep.
She's in one of those photos being thrown up. So.
Yep. Of course, you got Sam Alexander Nova. Let's see here. Who else is on there? Of course, you got Young Avengers, and you got the newer Ant-Man. So,
I picked up a first appearance of Scott Lang today.
Oh, nice. All right, here we go. X-Men 221. What's significant about this issue?
That is the first Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding. That's right. And then, of course, his second appearance, and then first cover appearance would be what, 238?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the beginning of Inferno.
I remember there's a big gap between the two. It's just like, they say later.
Ryan Permisson says he'll take all of these keys for $5. I don't think so. Maybe one of these keys costs $5. Of course, you got some X-Men classics here, 141 and 142, Days of Future Past. Holy cow.
Here's an interesting one, that Invincible Iron Man
Oh, here we go.
That is the first cover appearance of Riri Williams, although she is not in the book.
That's right.
So just a cover appearance, not a real.
Yeah, you get they you're right. They solicit Ironheart in here, but she doesn't show up until the second issue.
And so funny thing, right below that is the first cover appearance of the Red She-Hulk. That's a 1 in 10, and that's 2 issues before she makes her actual debut.
Oh wow!
16, yeah. So again, another cover appearance, but not real appearance.
Very nice. Where she got some graded books up here. You've got a Spectacular Spider-Man 158, where Spidey's got his cosmic powers at an 8.0. Ooh, a Nice House on the Lake #1 and a 9.8. All kinds of key stuff here. So, oh, here we go. We got some Tomb of Dracula. See, this way straight to my heart here is 70s Marvel horror.
Who doesn't want to see Silver Surfer fight Dracula? Like that's I'm there for that.
Oh, here we go. Ryan says that he wants to move to Kentucky and work at one of our stores. That's cool. I mean, Ryan knows his stuff. He's a good dude. I can stand to be around him for 8 hours a day.
Just in time for Guardians of the Galaxy. That is the second appearance of Groot.
Right there.
Master of Plants.
Yes, right there. Matter of fact, I was trying to sell on Whatnot this morning a X-Men Fantastic Four 67, the first appearance of Adam Warlock, or as he was known then, him. Yeah, they got lazy on the naming for that one.
I can only afford the Marvel's Greatest Comics on that. So here's a cool one. First Surrey as Black Panther.
Ah, here we go.
And then right next to that is the marriage of T'Challa and Storm.
Yes. You got, of course, Spectacular Spider-Man 107, very crispy looking book there.
And all the way at the bottom, to all those people that say the new comic books aren't worth anything.
Oh yeah,
Supergirl World of Tomorrow. That's the story arc that James Gunn has decided to go with.
Yep.
That book has crazy spiked.
Yes.
So for those of you who picked it up for $4 because you're awesome, congratulations.
Yeah, literally. I mean, that when James Gunn made the announcement, there was a bunch of books that spiked, and Supergirl World of Tomorrow was one of them. So yeah, it went from literally a $4 book that morning to when James made the announcement, it jumped to $30.
So a little disingenuous, but Morgan Freeman's first appearance.
Oh, there you go.
The easy reader.
Right there, easy reader.
Yeah,
see, there he is.
Yep.
Because this is the Marvel Comics Electric Company Spidey Super Stories series here. So, and actually, let's see here. That might be Rita Moreno right there. I don't know. So, but yeah, that's definitely an easy reader right there. So there you go. Morgan Freeman's first appearance in comic books right there, folks. Got some nice Moon Knight keys here as well. Here, look at that. Lovely books.
That's kind of interesting. The first appearance of the Hypno Hustler, going to be played by none other than Childish Gambino himself.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Hypno Hustler.
Hypno Hustler.
You can't make it up.
Oh,
right above that's the first roadie.
Yep.
Yeah,
right
that's
here.
the first War Machine roadie, not War Machine.
Yeah, he hasn't done War Machine. He was just introduced as James Rhodes. So yeah, Iron Man 118. Yeah, so there's some G.I. Joe goodness there.
That's first Duke and Roadblock.
Yep, right there. Oh, here we go. I got the Amazing Spider-Man with the Obama cover here.
And that's the good one that has the inauguration day on it.
So nice.
The one that everybody's after.
Okay, yeah, that's a big book there. So,
wait, speaking of big books, we're getting there.
Oh yeah, when we get to the end here, folks, like I said, I teased a special thing here for collectors. Of course, here we got some nice Avengers books here.
That's the death of Gwen Stacy.
Right here.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a big book. Graded at a 4.5, so pretty good there for a, let's see, 1973. So that's 3 years older than I am. So yeah, that's a 50-year-old book right there, folks.
Yeah.
But here's the big thing here, because he's got some Last Ronin Ninja Turtles keys here. Here's a 9.0 #2 that's signed by Kevin Eastman, and actually has a Splinter remark, which is rare because normally he does the Turtles, as you can see right over here with his #1. So normally does the Turtles, but when he does Splinter or any other characters that's not the Turtles, that's really rare. But what's even more rare, something that I'm a 40+ year comic book collector, I've never seen a 10 before with a graded book. And he's got it in this Last Ronin #4. It's a variant cover here. Let's try to check the clear off here. Yeah, so variant cover here. This is signed and remarked by Kevin Eastman. So Yeah,
That's only the second 10 I've ever held. The first was Miss Dastard.
really. Oh, so there you go. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
That's good.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so here we go. This is kind of the corner of the store here.
And the first Mbaku, I picked that up today.
Oh, very nice. Ooh. But yeah, it's like great size store here. About the same size as the Elizabethtown store. We got tons of back stock in here. Of course, you got your toys in the back here. And of course, over here is the new wall of comics as well. So lots of cool stuff that came out this week here. I'm still enjoying this Masters of the Universe Masterverse series. It's kind of a, it's somewhat of a what if sort of story. It's, basically, seeing He-Man and the other Masters characters in different lights, different settings, kind of a multiverse sort of thing like that. So that's interesting stuff. Oh, hang on, Ryan's got a question here. So that 10 slab, he says that's got to be worth like $10,000, right?
It is if you're willing to pay that, sir. yes. 10K all day. That's what I'm.
Oh gosh, I haven't checked this book out, but for kaiju fans, you got a new one book right here.
That is for mature readers.
Yeah, so there you go. That's not for kids.
He makes love to a building.
Oh, okay.
It's awkward.
There you go. A new issue of Dark Ride, starting a new storyline here. This is awesome. It's basically like an evil Disneyland. So yeah, horror fans. Of course, it's Josh Williamson doing it too, so he does great stuff here. The final issue of 8 Billion Genies has come out here. Long-awaited conclusion of this series. I couldn't have been happier with the end of this. I really enjoyed it. So lots of fun. It may make you cry, but it's good. I really enjoyed it. Let's see. Oh, we got another James Bond book coming out here. This one's done by Philip Kennedy Johnson, who's one of my favorite up-and-coming writers right now. So got a new one for King and Country. This is a big book this week here. Ninja Turtles, Usagi Yojimbo, Where When. So a crossover that doesn't happen very often because Usagi Yojimbo lives in feudal Japan and that time period. So the Turtles have got to go time travel to visit him or vice versa. So I don't know what the device that gets them there.
But Stan Sakai was made to draw that book.
Yeah.
I mean, that is he does Usagi better than anybody.
He really does. And it's just this very kind of like, there's a little bit of an Asian influence. It's a little bit of a cartoony influence. It also feels very reminiscent of very early Turtles stuff.
It does.
So you see, like, there's Kevin Eastman right there. So I mean, yeah, Stan Sayaki or Sakai.
That's how I say it.
Sakai, yeah.
I butcher everybody's name.
Well, no, I mean it's probably because that's correct. See, it's Kai, yeah. So
you helped me out with Lee Bermejo. I've been hanging on to that one. Lee Bermejo.
and Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yep, Sienkiewicz. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to pronounce Bill Sienkiewicz's name right, just think Sin Cabbage. That's what I said.
Now, what I really like what they're doing with the reprints. They're leaving all the ads in there.
Yeah.
So you get the real throwback feeling to it.
Absolutely.
I mean,
it's a true facsimile. Yeah.
Yes.
So you just don't have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for an X-Men #1.
And he will teach you to hypnotize easy.
Ooh, that's right. Impress your friends.
Anyone can do it.
Make that girl who says no say yes, which is illegal. So don't do that.
Let's stick with Fuck Like a Chicken.
Yeah, let's do that. There you go. All kinds of good Star Wars stuff.
You're entering the Peach Momoko zone.
Oh yes, here we go. Some lovely Peach books here. But we've got a Ewoks one-shot here. Of course, Return of the Jedi is turning 40 years old this month, which makes a lot of us in this room feel old right now because we all saw this when it came out in theaters.
I just remembered to take my vitamin.
Yeah, there you go. I gotta clean up my CPAP. Yeah. So anyway, but they did a one-shot last week with Jabba's Palace, or 2 weeks ago. Maybe. Oh, it's 2 weeks ago. Sorry. Yeah. So 2 weeks ago they did one on Jabba's Palace. That was a one-shot. Basically, somebody's trying to rise to power in Tatooine, take out Jabba. Good luck. Anywho, so this is a one-shot with your beloved Ewoks here. Lots of variant covers here. Lots of cutesy ones here. Of course, yeah, Peach Momoko, very talented, very popular artist. So all kinds of cool stuff there. You got another Silver Surfer Ghostlight. The #1 on this one went like hotcakes. So because it was bringing back a Silver Surfer character this ghost-like character who apparently was introduced many years ago and then no one did anything with it. And so then now they brought the character back. So there you go. Second issue of the new Predator book came out. Highly, highly, highly recommend this one. If you didn't read the first series, the 6-issue series that Ed Brisson did literally 6 months ago, worth checking out there. But this character here, basically, her parents were murdered by predators, so she spent her entire life hunting down the predators who did so. She was, not to spoil anything, but she did well. She's come back here in the second series, which basically, if you remember the Adrian Brody Predators movie, where you had a bunch of people on an alien world, it looked like it was kind of a hunting ground. Same concept, except that the predators basically grab people from different time periods of conflict and then put them on ice. So there are people out there who think it's 1984. There's people who think it's still Vietnam. There's people who think it's 2023. And then there's her who comes along, Theta, and says, no, it's actually 2056. So, yeah. But yeah, it's wicked, wicked awesome. New issue of Moon Knight. Of course, you get this wonderful Alex Ross Timeless cover here.
Only 2 of those this week. It was a little.
Yeah, I know. Well,
they've been cranking them out, and you get a little spoiled.
Well, you get 3 because you had,
okay, that's
yeah,
right.
because you had
Annihilus. Yeah.
Well, you had 4 then because you had Kingpin, you got Electro. All hail the good doctor.
Now here.
Now see, this was my top priority of this week.
Mm-hmm.
This was my top priority.
Flip them, right? But here's the thing. He's on the back of the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? And Annihilus is on the back of Fantastic Four.
Well, yeah.
Flip them.
Well, you could, but at the same time, Annihilus was also introduced in Fantastic Four.
He was, but when you think Fantastic Four, who do you think?
I think of Stretch and.
But bad guys, right?
Oh, of course, yeah, gotcha.
Gallery, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But and Annihilus is in the top 5, maybe.
Sure.
But
yeah,
Doctor Doom. It hurt my heart to see him on a Guardians of the Galaxy cover.
Well, it was the only reason that I think everybody was going to buy this Guardians of the Galaxy. I'll sell you this, folks. So it's an interesting concept what they're trying to do here.
Spaghetti Western-y.
They're trying to do a Western sort of thing like that. Groot is apparently the bad guy. We don't know why just yet. The Guardians all hate each other, and they kind of taken a little bit off of the previous series, but yes and no. But I was kind of a little disappointed with this, and it's it surprised me because the writers on this one, Lanzing and Kelly, really like these guys because they're the ones doing the Steve Rogers Captain America book, and they're also halfway on this Cold War series that just started up. They're awesome. Love that stuff. This Guardians book, not so much, but had to get my Doom cover though. Of course, you had new Fantastic Four here, Cosmic Ghost Rider. Yes, let's talk about my favorite book of the week here, though, Captain America Cold War. This is basically taking both Captain America books and a crossover. So this is the Alpha issue, and then the series will continue in both respective Captain America books. Then we'll have an Omega issue to round things out. Lots of spy intrigue stuff here. If you love Bucky Barnes, you may hate him by the end of this issue. That's all I'm going to say. And of course, you also get a Baron Zemo cover here.
And that one makes sense, right?
Yep, absolutely here. On the scene here, Hela on Carnage.
Yeah, that one.
But I mean, granted,
Thor, right? That's Thor's sister.
Yeah, but there wasn't a Thor this week. And who was on Thor?
So let's see. We had Mysterio. Magneto.
Let's take a look here.
So, if there was one, I don't have it.
Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe there wasn't one on Thor.
But that you got the Lizard, and you got Rhino.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Magneto's on Scarlet Witch.
Love it.
Which Scarlet Witch got 2 because she also had Dormammu.
Yeah, he's on the bottom row. I saw him there the other day.
Here we go.
That's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
And then Dormammu has a son. A demon named his son Doyle.
Well, they're evil, and
Doyle doesn't bring hearts or fear into the hearts of men, right?
I am Doyle. Yeah.
Doily?
Another issue of Bloodline Daughter of Blade came out. And frankly, this is the issue that if you care about Blade and you actually are reading this book here, this is the issue you've been waiting for, because finally father and daughter are, well, I guess, introduced for the first time. They're not reunited because he never met her. But yes, you kind of get to see why Eric is not in her life, and maybe find a little bit more about Whitney herself and what her powers and her makeup are. And then, of course, we get a great training montage. So, yeah, I'm enjoying Bloodline. Lots of fun here. Wildcats, loving this book here. Just having a lot of fun with this one. Great way to incorporate an old property into the DC universe proper. I've said that from the beginning. The sixth issue kind of gets a little more into the conspiracy that maybe the Halo Corporation that employs the Wildcats and sends them out their missions, maybe they're not on the up and up. Maybe they're a little naughty here. And then, of course, the Void, who doesn't look like anything like she did back in the 90s. So she's a little different here. Yeah, you get to see a little bit more what she's capable of here. But yeah, Grifter has a rough day in this issue here. Let's see here. Sandman fans, you got a new Nightmare Country, The Glass House. More Corinthian action here. A new series just started up.
Dude, he gives me the creeps.
He's such a cool character, just with the mouths and teeth in his eyes.
So apparently, my daughter has found a filter to do that to you.
Of course.
And she showed it to me the other day, and I've Corinthian myself and really bothered. Nightmare stuff.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Oh, here we go. Got to talk about Danger Streets. I've been championing this book from the beginning here. Tom King, Jorge Fornes, Dave Stewart does the coloring on here. But this is like, if you're an old school DC fan, this is digging up characters that you haven't seen probably since the late 60s, early 70s. Some of them, some have been still widely used, like Warlord and Metallo. But yeah, they're just digging up some wild, obscure characters, and it works. The story is great so far. Loving it. Let's see. This is issue 5. And I think it's like a 12-issue series, so not quite the halfway point just yet, but absolutely loving it. Another facsimile here, Vengeance of Bane, that famous one-shot from the 90s here, where you get basically Bane's backstory of how he came to be here. So that has been reprinted in all of its glory here.
Now, last week they put out the foil of that. That sold out so fast.
Oh, yeah, sure did.
Yep. So grab them while you can. Vengeance of Bane.
Yeah, but see, of course, here's all his toys that he's got up here. I mean, that's just some of the toys. That's not all the toys. That's just a taste. And of course, trade paperbacks. You've got pops as well. There's more pops over here. So more Godzilla toys.
So this is neat. Do you remember the musical Mutagen tour?
I sure do. The Coming Out of Our Shells tour.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this actually turns into a stage. It has all 4 turtles in it, and they come with there's a set list to the Mutagen tour. Yeah, but
oh my God,
they all have instruments and they're all done up Kiss style.
Oh, actually, the musical Mutagen tour was different. The Coming Out of Our Shells was earlier, because that was like Pizza Hut or something like that. And you got like a tape or something.
I remember watching that on VHS. Man, it was so campy and awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, there you go.
And of course, the Neko. I love that these all open up.
Oh yeah,
so you can
the
see
fancy toys here.
Yeah, the fancy toys.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you picked up some of the Dungeons and Dragons figures.
Dude, hey man.
Hey, what's up, John Pica? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you.
I also picked up my first 100-sided die. How cool is that, man?
Oh wow!
Right?
That is crazy.
Yeah, roll for your life points, baby. Good to go.
It's of course that's funny you bring that up, because like I said, I just saw the Dungeons and Dragons movie this past weekend. I enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. I would say very good, not great. I was you get a lot of Easter eggs, lots of fun stuff in there. But I was kind of hoping for maybe like some recognizable characters we know throughout the Forgotten Realms.
Mince.
Or like Driss Do-Erden perhaps, or
let's see. I mean, there was tons of them, from all the different books and whatnot. But yeah, the famous star goes, hey, give me one.
But I'm really loving the old school Saturday throwbacks that we're getting.
Take it a little here.
Oh, sorry. With like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that was just relaunched, the Saturday morning cartoon one, and the G.I. Joe.
And then D&D's got one out now too.
It just makes me feel good
Yeah.
seeing that same style of animation with the red and blue lasers. Like, yes.
I know, and that's the fun thing too, is that, you know, even if you're not like a hardcore fan or anything, or you're kind of new to comics, there's an entry point for everybody. Whatever TV show you're into, whatever thing you like, if there's a nostalgia point, like you're a '90s kid, you like Darkwing Duck, you like the Gargoyles, whatnot.
It's all coming
They're back.
Yeah, it's all coming
They're
back,
back.
baby.
You like Static Shock. He's back. You know, all the milestone people. So I mean, all that kind of stuff.
It's like all the people from our generation are finally coming in control, and you're like, you know what we want to see?
The stuff we grew up on.
Yeah, you don't want to see. I want to see Launchpad McQuack, man. Give me DuckTales, man. I want DuckTales back.
Well, he's in Darkwing Duck. He makes appearances in there because he was kind of like, he was a crossover character because you know, I guess all ducks know each other in the Disney universe.
But not all dogs are the same in the Disney universe.
That's right. You know, all ducks are, you know, anamorphic, you know, people kind of thing like that. But then dogs, like, okay, so there's Pluto that's actually a dog, and there's Goofy who's like kind of a dog, kind of a human, who's kind of a moron, but then like his son is smarter. I don't know.
They gotta give him like an X-23 like backstory. Like, we made him sentient. Like, did you?
So before we wrap things up, because we don't want to keep you here too long, but you've got a big thing coming up for Free Comic Day on May 5th here. So tell us about that.
So we started getting the free comic books, and we have tons and tons of free books for you guys.
Nice.
Cosplays encouraged. We've already had. We're gonna have some legit Ghostbusters show up.
Nice.
Like he was like, dude, you want to see my proton pack? I was like, never thought I'd say this to another man, but yes, I want to see your proton pack.
Is it the official Kentucky troop? Or?
No. So he was telling me about those guys, but no, he's a one-off.
Okay.
And with him and his friend, but man, it looks so good.
Nice.
And of course, my daughter will be there as Erica Slaughter. She loves Something's Killing the Children. So she looks for any chance to put that on. But
and then our artist friend Bill Hood's coming out.
Hood Art on Facebook. Yeah, he'll be out here signing prints, doing remarks. Awesome guy. He was here on our opening day.
Yep.
Love to have him back. So thanks,
talented artist friend of the store. Yep. So there you go.
Good guy.
So so there you go. You can come here on Free Comic Book Day, see some cosplayers, get yourself some free comics. Now, of course, to the uninitiated, it's not just you can come in and pick any free comic you want to. There is a list. There are, it is available at freecomicbookday.com. You can see what's available this year, but there's stuff for all levels of readers, all ages of readers. But yeah, there are specific comics that you will be available to peruse. Not just that Amazing Fantasy 15 looks nice. I'll take that one.
But I've even gone back and I found the greatest hits from years past. Last year they did a really cool Turtles book.
Oh, nice!
So I picked that up. I picked up some. Naruto.
Oh yeah.
So I never know if I'm saying that stuff right. So there'll be some manga represented. So you can read backwards too if you want to.
Nice.
But a lot of stuff for the kids and even some older stuff. I think I got some of the Berserkers.
Oh, cool.
Bloodthirsty Axe, one of my favorites.
Nice. So so there you go. So basically, you've got stuff from previous years as well. So it kind of gives people a little bit more of a variety of stuff.
All kinds of cool stuff.
Very nice. So, well, thank you very much for allowing me to be in the shop here.
Thank you for coming, man. Love to have you here.
Yeah. So, of course, the address is 544 Calistoga Springs Shop Parkway or
Conestoga Parkway.
Conestoga Parkway.
Yeah, Conestoga Parkway.
Yeah, I keep saying Calistoga. Yeah. It's Conestoga.
We're in between Cluckers and Planet Fitness.
That's right. Yeah. So
that's literally where I land on that too. Like I'm somewhere between Cluckers and Planet Fitness.
I fried chicken and treadmills. There you go.
There you go.
But yeah, basically the shopping center is right across the street from the Walmart here in Shepherdsville, so you can't miss the place here. But yeah, this is the first full-time comic book store in Shepherdsville in a very long time.
Yeah.
Because there hasn't. I mean, you've had other vendors in Bullock County. You've got regular, basic conventions that happen at Paraquat Springs at least 2-3 times a year.
One coming up in October.
That's right. You got the comic book fest there. So, yeah, I mean, you got all kinds of stuff. But yeah, there's not a regular comic book shop, but now there is.
That's at the pet shop. in Hillview.
Yep, Pet Shop
But
Comics.
they closed
Yep.
in 2017.
Right.
That's 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, so, and I'll tell you what, the people of Shepherdsville have been awesome.
Nice.
I mean, they've been hungry for it. Everybody comes in, they're like, man, it's so great that you guys are here, and the support has been crazy. And I'll be honest, the awesome books that they have brought me.
Yeah.
I mean, and it has just been hit after hit. And so, yeah, always the wall's always changing. Come and check us out.
Yeah, I would tell them about your to express to how blessed you were on your opening day. The key book you had on your opening day that also sold within what 5 hours of opening.
So I got a call the day before we opened, and the lady was like, "Hey, do you buy comic books?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, every day."
Every day.
So she brings down 4 or 5 long boxes, and I start going through them. Pull out an ASM 129, first appearance of Punisher. We pulled out a Werewolf by Night 32, first appearance of Moon Knight. I'm sorry, and then I'm flipping through books, and I see Hulk 179, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I turn the next book. It is Hulk 180, first cameo of Wolverine, right? I literally can't flip the book. I have to have someone come like, please flip this book for me. And sure enough, it wasn't. But that's the only one. But 3 grails. I'm like the day before I opened, it was such a godsend. It really was. It was like 3 books that I had never seen for sale in a Clobberin Comics.
Yeah.
And boom, they just walk in my door. And we sold them. We sold 2 of the 3 that day, and they're all gone now. So
yeah, I was here when the Amazing Spider-Man 127 went out, but yeah, I mean, it was just like a bunch of grown men were standing around going, "Oh, it's the first Punisher!"
Yeah.
Of course, the Punisher was way different. I mean, somewhat, but kind of a little different in the '70s than he is now. But still,
I refer him as White Boots Punisher.
Yeah, White Boots Punisher.
He was White Boots Punisher back then.
Yeah, he was going with the whole black and white boot motif there. White gloves, white boots. So, which is kind of odd, seeing as you're going to be killing a lot of people and using a lot of guns. So, like, those white gloves are going to be stained with like blood and gunpowder.
And maybe that's who he was trying to accent that. It's like, look how much blood I can cover myself in. I don't know. He's the Punisher. Right?
I guess so. But yeah, nonetheless, so you've been blessed with some very nice books here upon opening. Like, so you've only been open for 4 weeks now. So yeah.
And they just keep coming. So, but thank you, man. I really appreciate you.
You're
coming
very
down,
welcome.
checking us out.
Thank you. And of course, you guys have yourselves a great weekend. Go out and see some movies. Hear the Mario movies actually good.
Oh, it is awesome.
Yeah.
We in the family checked it out.
Nice.
A lot of fun from start to finish. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
Like giggled out loud a couple of times. Like the Easter eggs are awesome. They do it right.
Nice. And apparently the accent, why Chris Pratt doesn't sound like Mario, is explained apparently in the movie. So I won't spoil anything there. But I had a problem with that in the trailer. I'm like, why is Charles Martinet not doing the voice? Why is it Chris Pratt? But that's a different argument I've got there. But yeah, of course, John Wick 4 is out, which I finally got to see that. And Tommy said it best: it is beautiful, violent art.
Hooray!
Yes, so it is there's a lot of shooting in that movie.
Shooting fast,
lots of shooting. But yeah, so all kinds of fun stuff to go out there and do. Of course, Hardin County kids is your last weekend of spring break before you got to go back to school. So you got that. So anyway, all kinds of fun stuff. Go out and do. Enjoy, be a geek, and we will see you next time on the Fanatic Forum. Take care, everybody.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.